The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
We made it, Jet fans. It's game day. The Jets and the Bucs tonight at MetLife Stadium. Todd Bowles and Baker against Aaron Glenn and David Bailey. We'll preview the game. Plus, Jon Gruden is buying in to the New York Jets. Matt O'Leary is going to join me. It's the Jake Asman Show on a Football Friday. Let's hit it and get it started.
We sitting in here, we excited as hell.
Now it's time to get to work. Are you a happy guy?
Oh my goodness, let's go!
I haven't felt joy talking about the Jets in a long time. When they announced it, I went, yeah! Let's go! A new chapter for the Jets has started. Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji are tasked with shaping the future of this franchise. Will they be the ones to finally get it right? We will be here for every step of the journey on the Jake Asman Show, breaking down all the storylines, every game, and everything in between. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super Chats, baby. Cut the line. The Jake Asman Show starts right now.
Here we go, Jet fans. Welcome in, everybody. It is indeed the Jake Asman Show presented by PrizePicks. Before we get started, in honor of a new Jet season kicking off tonight, well, at least the preseason kicking off tonight, we have a merch drop, jakeasman.com. We're embracing the pain this year, Jet fans. If you want a pain hat, a snapback, a baseball cap, or a pain t-shirt, in multiple colors, black, white, or green, go to jakeasman.com/shop. And if you're a Patreon member, make sure you use your discount code so you can get 25% off these items and every item in the merch store. Jets football, baby. It is back. And let's say hello right now to our guy, Matt O'Leary, his channel, Matt O'Leary NY. Matt, we made it. The preseason opener is tonight, and you're going to be there.
Yeah, I'm going to be there. Me and Papa O'Leary heading out to MetLife tonight. So if you're going, be on the lookout for the tall ginger.
I'll tell you what, I was on the fence about going, but I think I'm going to end up making the trip to at least tailgate. I'll be in lot D10. Will I stay for the actual game or hustle home so I can watch it on TV and then do my post-game show as soon as the game ends later? To be determined, but I will at least tailgate. So if any Jet fan is looking for a place to hang out, stop by lot D10 and say hello, and we'll talk some Jets. Matt, how are we feeling about this game tonight? You excited to see the starters at least out there for a drive, maybe two?
Yeah, that's kind of my expectation. I think we get a drive or two, depending on how long each possession is for the offensive and defensive side of the football. But I think it's a good thing the starters are playing. It sounds like the plan is to get them 25 to 30 snaps over the course of the 3 preseason games here. So my expectation would be to see them in this one and the second preseason game, but I think it's a wise decision as they need to get off to a hot start in this 2026 season.
Let's hope that they go down the field, they look good, and then defensively, the Jets starting defense goes out there and looks the part. I do want to say this because I feel like we fall victim to this every year as fans, good or bad. Just remember, last year, Justin Fields, first preseason game, right down the field, looked incredible, and we know how the year ended up playing out. So the preseason lies. I could vividly remember, Brett Ratcliffe looking great for the Jets all those years ago. So let's obviously watch it and analyze it, but take it with a grain of salt, Jet fans. It's preseason for a reason.
Yeah, you're 100% right. I'm trying not to get either too high or too low based on what happens, but that's a great call out with Justin Fields last year. First team offense looked great on that first drive, and then didn't really do anything else during the preseason. Had a good week 1, and then were historically bad the rest of the way. So I hope that's not the recipe for this season.
You know how it works, right? If your player you like does well, he's going to be awesome. If he struggles, well, it's preseason. It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. That whatever narrative fits best for your take is the one that you got to push. And look, I mean, some of the rookie quarterbacks have come out and played good football. Drew Aller last night, Fernando Mendoza made his debut, Carson Beck in the Hall of Fame game. So I'm sure people are going to be watching for Cade Klubnik to see if he joins that list too.
No, there's no doubt about it. We'll see what he looks like. And obviously, he's going to play a lot in the preseason, Matt. I really hope he plays, I don't know, the entire second and third quarter later. Like, I'd love to see Cade Klubnik get as many reps as possible. I don't really need to see Bailey Zappi. I definitely don't need to see Brady Cook. So, what do you expect from Klubnik later?
Yeah, I agree. I think he gets a long run here. There's really not much of a point other than mop-up duty for both Brady Cook and Bailey Zappi. I don't think either are in serious consideration for that QB2 role, even if, Aaron Glenn and the coaching staff wants to push that it's a competition. It's really Cade Klubnik's to lose, and if he does lose it, I don't think it's to one of those two guys. I think it would be the Jets bringing in a different veteran backup quarterback option, but I hope that's not the case. I hope he plays well enough that, you feel comfortable about him being the number 2 quarterback on this team. And, we'll see our first look tonight.
What do you expect from David Bailey? Is he going to get a sack tonight and really put this fan base in a frenzy?
I think so. And supposedly, the Bucs aren't expected to play their starters. So him going up against some poor second team right tackle is not ideal for the Bucs, but it should result in some pressures, and I think he gets after the quarterback tonight for sure.
Oh, man, if he gets a sack tonight, everyone is going to be going wild, and Robbie Sabo is going to be very, very upset.
I love that bit that seems like it's going on now. Every time he comes on, it's interesting. It's a different perspective, I guess.
Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. I want to shout out Marvelous33. He didn't have to do this, but very kind for him to give 5 memberships. I sent 2 tickets this morning for Marvelous to go to tonight's Jets game. So Marvelous, I know you accepted the tickets. You're all set. Thanks for paying it forward to the community by gifting 5 channel memberships. Let's go. J-E-T-S, Jets. Woo! Now that Jet chant I just played is from this morning. A bunch of Jet fans were invited to MetLife. Good Morning America was doing a segment live from MetLife promoting the start of the NFL preseason. And look who's doing the Jet chant with Nick Shine, Lou B, Chef Kevin, Frank West. It's none other than Woody. J-E-T-S, Jets. Woo! I need more passion from Woody there. It looks like he was a little slow to get into it, but give Woody credit. Here he is again doing the Jet chant with a bunch of Asmaniacs. J-E-T-S, Jets. Woo! You gotta love it.
Does he ever look comfortable? He just looks like an alien living in a human's body.
He really is the most awkward looking guy doing anything every time. It's amazing. Big fella says, game day, baby. Let's go. That's right, big fella. Let's go. J-E-T-S, Jets. Woo! This one is from Rasta Dread. He gifted a membership. He's in the raffle for 1. Common Country back in the chat. He's in the raffle for 1. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Common Country, thank you. Here's what we're playing for today, folks. Since I am going to at least tailgate at MetLife this afternoon, I pre-taped a video that will drop on the channel, so you guys have some pregame content. Because of that, we're going to do a raffle at the end of today's show. That's the show you're watching right now for a David Bailey jersey. The one I have behind me, you want it? It could be yours. Gift a membership or send in a super chat to qualify. If we get 20 people on the Wheel of Champions, we'll spin it at the end of the show. And reminder, after the game tonight, tune in live on YouTube for our post-game recap of tonight's game. JJ with a super chat. He's in the raffle for 2. Says, game day. It may be preseason, but overjoyed for a new year. Quick question, Jake/Matt. Who are a couple veterans to closely watch in training camp in danger of losing a roster spot to a youngster? The first name I thought of, Matt, Tim Patrick. What exactly does he do? I haven't heard his name once all summer.
Yeah, that's a really great point. And I think with the emergence of Isaiah Williams, that's, as a receiver, we know that he could be a good returner here. That makes it a little bit more interesting, I think, because Tim Patrick doesn't play special teams. Arian Smith, as we know, plays special teams. So if the Jets only want to end up carrying 5 wide receivers, maybe Arian Smith is 5 and Tim Patrick could be the odd man out. Other than that, I don't really think there's a ton of guys on this list here, unless like I don't know. Do you include like Mozzie Smith in that? I feel like that's even a stretch at this point, but it feels like a majority of this roster is already kind of decided here, which is rare for the Jets. Usually there's always a couple UDFAs where you're rooting for them to make the roster and think they have a chance, whether it's, a few years ago when it was like Eric Watts, Brady McGregor, Leonard Taylor, or the year where it was Xavier Gibson and Jason Brownlee. There's not really too many of those situations on this Jets roster right now.
There's really not. I mean, there's a lot of guys who kind of have their spot secure. I see that someone in the chat, Common Country, wrote in, is Andre Sisco's job secure? Feels like it. I mean, It feels like Andre Sisco is not just secure in his roster spot. He might be starting for them.
I was going to say he's ran a majority with the ones. Now, it does feel like Dean Belton's given him, the best run for that starting job. But, I hate to say it, it feels like Andre Sisco would even be ahead of Malachi Moore in this. So I think at worst, Sisco is your third safety. So unfortunately, it does feel like his job is secured, at least on this roster.
Yeah, I mean, you look at some other veterans. I mean, one of the kickers is going to be cut. So we'll see the kicking competition heat up tonight, assuming the Jets are in position to get some field goals or some extra points between Cade York and Jason Sanders. So that's technically a veteran cut there. Andrew Beck, right? Fullback / tight end. You got Jelani Woods emerging. Ruckert got an extension. Obviously Sadiq and Mason Taylor are the two starters there. How many tight ends are they going to keep? So he was someone that I thought of potentially as well.
Yeah, I think, especially with Sadiq being banged up, I think Jelani Woods has a really good shot to make this roster. And if he does, hard for me to imagine that they're going to carry 4 tight ends and a fullback. It feels like kind of one or the other. So if Woods makes it, I agree. I think it's probably Beck on the outside looking in.
Speaking of Woody Johnson, Nick Shine just sent me this. Here's Woody Johnson punching Nick Shine in the face.
That's gonna do numbers on his channel. Love that.
Oh, this is so Jets. I love it.
Jets, Jets, woo!
D10 tonight for all you crazy Jet fans who want to hang out before the game. We'll be tailgating. 631 says March for Arch starts tonight. Well, that's the spirit. 631. We'll see. I would like to remind people though, the 2008 Detroit Lions were 4-0. in the preseason. Their record in the regular season, 0-16.
This is true. The preseason, the win-loss record doesn't really tell us anything about the regular season. It's kind of just figuring out who's going to end up making your roster. So I guess technically it does start tonight, though, because we do see them in uniform, but win result doesn't really matter.
You're not wrong about that. This one is from JD, and I just think it's so funny because this is such a Jet fan type of comment. Woke up this morning frustrated that watching other games, each team seems to find rookie QBs that are functional and have hope and promise. JD, the Jets haven't played a game yet. They took Cade Klubnik. He hasn't played yet. How do you know he's not going to play well tonight?
Yeah, the very, very good point. He very well could play. And look, I just was talking before that Carson Beck and Fernando Mendoza and Drew Aller, like they all looked really good in their first preseason action. But again, at the same time, it's preseason. That doesn't mean that all three of these guys are going to end up being great starting quarterbacks in this league. We have no idea yet.
I mean, come on. Like, it's one game. And the Jets have a young quarterback who's going to play a lot this preseason, and he hasn't played yet. Relax. It's okay, JD. Don't worry. Jets and the Bucs tonight. Comments, questions, super chats. They will cut the line. We're going to do plenty of calls this morning with Matt as well. And again, if we get 20 people to enter the raffle, we'll spin the wheel of champions at the end of the show. Someone can win a David Bailey jersey, or you pick the player you want. You can go with Omar Cooper Jr., who we will see tonight, Kenyon Sadiq, who we will not see tonight. I'd imagine of the Jets starters, you'll see DeMario Davis for a little, Gino for a drive or two, Brees, drive or two, Garrett for a drive or two as well. Hit the like button if you're just joining us. We got Matt O'Leary with us here. Matt, Jon Gruden is buying into the New York Jets. This was Jon Gruden on Part of My Take. He's asked a question by Big Cat if there's any hope for the Jets.
Any hope for the Jets?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give it to us.
The
Positive
hope is,
Jets talk.
all these people that criticize Aaron Glenn, no way. He's doing the same thing out there that Dan Campbell did with the Lions. You got to restore the roar before you can kick the dough down. But they got rid of some players that for whatever reason, high picks too. The defensive end from Florida State's gone. Quentin Williams is gone. He's bringing in his own guys. I know Geno Smith makes people roll their eyes, but 2 years ago, he's in the Pro Bowl. They're going to be competitive. They brought in Demario Davis at linebacker, Minka Fitzpatrick. They brought in some guys now that have that mental toughness thing we're talking about. They got a hell of an offensive line now. If you watch these guys come out of the tunnel, they will kick your ass. They're all first-round draft choices. And Breece Hall will slam it down your face. And now it's just not Garrett Wilson. They got this Sharik the Freak guy from Oregon.
Yeah.
And they got another first-round pick from Indiana, another receiver who I like. And I'm telling you, Frank Reich running the offense, the AFC East, the Patriots went from 4-13 to the Super Bowl. The Bears went from 4-13 to the NFC Championship game.
Or one game before.
Miami's got a whole new team. I just think the Jets, give the guy a chance.
Wow. Give the guy a chance. Well, he's getting a chance, so we could start with that. He didn't get fired when a lot of people, certainly myself, could make the argument he should have been fired after how poor year one was. But some of the logic there from Gruden, I can't truly buy into, because if you're just going to say, well, he's doing the Dan Campbell thing, do the Jets have Ben Johnson as their offensive coordinator? Do they have a former number one overall pick who'd already been to a Super Bowl as their quarterback? I can't just say, well, Glenn was there with Dan Campbell, so that means that he's doing the same thing. That's not good enough for me as a reason to back Aaron Glenn and the Jets. I hope Gruden's right, but let's also remember Aaron Glenn tried to hire Jon Gruden to be his offensive coordinator, so Gruden's going to stick up for the Jets because there's a scenario where maybe he's a candidate to be the head coach a year from now when we get to the offseason. So keep that in mind, too, with any comments you hear from Gruden about the Jets. He has a reason to be positive about them. They could potentially employ him down the line.
Yeah, that's a good call out, too, on the potential hire. I think my takeaway from it is more you look at, or he rattled off all the things that the Jets improved this offseason. And to me, that just kind of takes the excuse out for Aaron Glenn. It's not the same roster that he was dealing with over the last 5 weeks of the year. Brady Cook's not going to be starting games, and, they're not going to have the full tank roster out there. And, I think he's got to drastically improve, and this whole team as a unit has to drastically improve from where they were a year ago. It feels like the roster's in a better place. So, it's his defense now. He's calling the defense. There's really no built-in excuse anymore. His guys are here, and it's time to win some football games.
I mean, the roster is in a spot where no matter how anyone feels about the head coach, he's here, and he has a team that should not be one of the worst in football if he's any good at his job. That's how I look at it. Like, you're not expecting the playoffs, but you are expecting to look like a real team. And if they can't do that, you can't blame the lack of talent for the reason as to why, because they have significantly improved at quarterback. He got to repick his entire coaching staff. Aaron Glenn continues to talk about how his biggest mistake in year one was not calling the defense, which really frustrates me that he keeps going back to that, because think about it. His plan going into the offseason wasn't for him to take over as DC and head coach. It was to hire Wink Martindale, and Woody said no. So I can't buy that. I just got to see it before I'm buying into like, oh, well, Dan Campbell was 3-13-1 in his first year. So here we go. Aaron Glenn is going to do the same thing with the Jets.
Yeah, that's just the fully optimistic look at it. And, maybe it happens. It'd be really nice if they have that second year that Dan Campbell did, where they finished 9-8 in year two and then really hit their stride after that. But, I think you nailed it with they got to earn it and prove it to me. I'm not just going to, sit here and buy in because that's what I want it to happen. We're all Jet fans here. We want them to win every game that they play. But, I think going into this year, it's fair to have concerns about this Jets coaching staff and if they're going to be able to get the most out of this team.
We'll see. Veteran Jet fan brings this up, and I'm curious what the Jets would do. Right. So let's say the Jets are on this lion path. Well, in year two, Dan Campbell started 1-6. Glenn was 0-7 in year one. Do you think Woody Johnson would fire Aaron Glenn if the Jets started 1-6? Not fire him after the year, whatever the final record ended up being, but in the middle of the season, would Woody Johnson fire Aaron Glenn if the Jets did what the Lions did and went 1-6 in the second season with AG?
I don't, because of how much he got some negative press for firing Robert Saleh in season, and that was the only example of him firing a head coach in season. Even Adam Gase in that awful year coached the entirety of that 2020 season. So I don't think he does that again. That was kind of a rare set of circumstances where he still believed that this was a team that, had playoff expectations and was trying to spark that. Obviously it didn't go well as they finished 5-12, but I don't think he would repeat that same strategy. I think he would course correct and go way the opposite way and just let him play out the full season.
Yeah, it's fascinating because we know Woody Johnson has never really fired coaches in season until he did it with Saleh. And he really likes Aaron Glenn. And it was his hire, where Saleh was Joe Douglas and his brother presiding over. And Chris Johnson hired Adam Gase. So this was Woody's first hire since Bowles and McCagnon in 2015. But Woody's also going to be 80 years old. Maybe his patience is a lot less than what it was. I mean, if you're Aaron Glenn, here's some advice. Don't start 1-6. How about win some games early and give us a season that's not over after the first month of the year like last year was?
Yeah, that'd be nice. And, you look at how the Jets schedule is laid out. You feel like if you can get to the halfway point and be right around 500, 4-4 through 8 games, I think that's kind of the hope, right? So you're getting, calendar flipping from October into November, still very much so in the mix. I think we'd sign up for that. But it starts in week 1 in a game that I know you've stressed a lot is an important one, and one that they, I think, need to get as well, because it's a tough stretch. I don't think they could afford a 1-6 start to their season.
Oh my goodness. Could you imagine 1-6? What's the one win going to be? The Browns in week 5. So they'd already be 0-4 at that point.
Yeah, probably. If they're only 1-6, I don't imagine it coming in the first 4 weeks of the year. The Browns, did they get the Raiders at that point in their schedule? I guess I'm pretty sure they do. So one of those teams at home, I guess, is your best shot.
Man, let's hope it doesn't get to that point. Hit the like button if you're joining us. 631 Sports Super Chats us says, Matt, are you excited for Brady Cook? # Tank Commander.
I am not. I don't know if I will still be in attendance by the time that Brady Cook is out there. We might be on our way making the trek back to Long Island at that point, but no, I can't say that I'm excited to watch Brady cook.
Let Brady cook.
Well, yeah, I guess we will. We'll see.
We'll see him tonight. I am fascinated just how many snaps Klubnik gets, because really, there's no reason to see Brady cook at all. I know he will get some reps at the end, but he really shouldn't. Like, these should all go to Klubnik later.
Yeah, I think if I had to guess, like we were saying before, Geno probably gets a series or 2.
If they score in their opening series, that's probably it.
Yeah, agree. So let's say halfway through the first quarter, into the third, I guess I would like to see Cade, and then a couple series from Zappy and a couple series from Brady Cook in mop-up duty probably makes the most sense here.
He's back, baby. Our tank commander, number 4 on the field, number 1 in your hearts, Brady Cook.
Jets, Jets, woo!
Love it. Comments, questions, super chats, they cut the line. Larry Romano says, Matt, do you think this team has talent to win 9 games?
I think a lot would have to really break right for that to happen, even with the talent. Like, I'm not just talking about the coaching staff would have to break right, because I think there's still a lot of, young players on this team. And I think they'd have to have that, immediate high-end impact. If they're winning 9 games based on the talent, it's David Bailey being awesome out of the gate. It's Kenyon Sadiq being a real weapon. It's D'Angelo Pons getting back and being healthy and being a really good starter. It's Demario Davis, at 37, 38 years old, still playing at the high level. It's Jamie Sherwood getting back to, form from 2024. So I think they're close talent-wise, maybe to that, but it's kind of the high end of everything hitting and going right. And that's just really hard for me to sit here and project as someone who's watched this team year over year.
If they're winning 9 games, Geno Smith has the 2022 season he had in Seattle. That's the only scenario I see this team getting to 9 wins.
Yeah, and we don't know what we're going to get out of Geno. I hope he has the 2022 season and he sets the Jets passing yards record and breaks Ryan Fitzpatrick's touchdown record. If he does that, that's probably your best shot, like you just said, Jake. But It's a big ask.
Ladies and gentlemen, a super chat from Dan Philcox. He is a channel member now, supporting the show for 23 months. Thank you, Dan. Gingers on Jets. Love it. Finally, football is here. I don't care if it's preseason. We got some rookies and backups. That will be fun to watch. Let's go, Jets. It's always fun, man. I mean, look, it's preseason. It's not the best quality of football, but if you're a Jet fan after all these years and you're still watching a daily Jet show in mid-August, that tells me that you're going to be locked in no matter what happens in these preseason games. So embrace it, baby. Jet fans tailgating today in the afternoon. It's a night game, 7 p.m. on a Friday night. Where would you rather be, Matt O'Leary, than MetLife Stadium?
Nowhere, obviously, as I'll be there for it. So obviously nowhere else I'd rather be. Let's go.
Oh, man. This is a funny comment to me because I feel like I've mentioned this so many times, but JJ, maybe you were on vacation. Maybe you were away. He says, where's the Asmaniac meetup this year? I'm sad. I'm a sad Jet fan living in the Miami area. If you guys are doing that game, I'd love to go. Well, JJ, the Asmaniac meetup game this year is in Nashville, week 1, the opener. Not only will we be there, but on Saturday of that weekend, Saturday, September 12th, I'm hosting a party for all Jet fans at Barstool Nashville. We'll be doing a live Jake Asman show from Barstool Nashville. Parties from 4 to 7. You do not have to pay any cover charge if you're my guest. If you want to be my guest, RSVP with the party full link that is in the description for the show you're watching. And then if you want to tailgate on game day in Nashville with all the Jet fans, go to GameDayFlightCrew.com, purchase your tailgate ticket, and use code JAKE10 at checkout. Save $10 on the tailgate ticket. Your ticket will include Nashville barbecue, alcohol, beverages, traditional tailgate games, live DJ will be there, and much more. So check it out. All the info, again, is in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt O'Leary is my guest. We're talking all things Jets. It's game day. And earlier today, Nick Shine was hanging out with Woody Johnson at MetLife Stadium, and Nick has called in. Nick, what did Woody smell like?
I didn't check that part out. Jake, didn't expect that question off the bat.
Yeah, you got to keep you on your toes, all 9 of them.
Well, yeah, there you go. Thank you, Jake. How you guys doing?
Great work this morning, Nick. It was great to watch Good Morning
awesome.
America and see you guys.
Yeah, shout out to both Liz Mueller and Frank. When they got the invites, they called me right away. And I'm going to the game tonight with Lou and Chef Kev, so I invited them. I invited you as well. But with your morning show commitment, you were unable to make it. But nice little thing to do. Great event. They tunneled the towers. Tony Richardson was there. Future guest on the Nick Shine show, by the way. I like to add. Lock that in this morning. Tony, yeah, he's great. They gave a no mortgage smart home to a veteran, former New York City fireman. Also, really, really cool thing to do. There was Army Reserves were there, New York City firemen. Really cool thing that they did, and all the criticism that we give Woody for the football side of it. He is the biggest donator to that foundation. So it was really cool to be present for that moment. The guy was real emotional.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
That's very cool. Very cool. Now, what were the Jet chants like here? It looks like Woody was a little timid to get into it. I'm going to play the clip again.
J-E-T-S, Jets, 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 woo!
Yeah, I mean, I think we caught him off guard. It happened there, and I think he thinks we were posing for a picture, but when we get together in a group, the chant's going to pop off.
Mm.
So yeah, it was a really nice little event that they did, and there may or may not be video floating around there of me cornering Woody Johnson and talking to him for a little bit. So Nick Shine's got some ideas, and he was floating it Woody's way.
You tell him to hire Mike Tomlin?
Oh, no, I am not a Tomlin guy, Jake, at all.
Sean McDermott?
No, even worse.
Trade for Kevin O'Connell?
Trade for Sean McVay? 2 first rounds, and he gets to pick his quarterback? Now
I'm giving you realistic scenarios. Yeah, not fantasy scenarios.
Well, I don't think that Tomlin left the Steelers, the most stable organization in football, to take on the Jets. That's my take with it. I don't see that happening.
Because money. That's why. Money, power. He already has a house in the Hamptons, and he'd be in the same city as his buddy Harbaugh.
Legacy.
Yeah, the guy, whoever wins with the Jets, it's the equivalent of winning 3 Super Bowls with any other team.
I just don't think he coaches anywhere. I'm not saying just the Jets. I don't think Tomlin coaches again. I think that he's done something remarkable, incredible. He's made a ton of money. He can do the Cowher thing, right? He can just sit in the studio and make money without having to put all that time in. I don't think he coaches anywhere.
We'll see. But the thing is, the job's an attractive one if Glenn can't figure it out, because they have cap space, 3 picks, one of them to a quarterback, and the roster we all think has some good young talent on it.
I need gas, as everyone just heard. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an attractive job, and
not that kind of gas.
Sorry, forgive me. But,
anything else you could share with what stood out from hanging out with Woody and company this morning?
The fans, man, are just incredible. You know, we myself, Lou, Chef Kev, Lou D, no relation to Lou B, Danny Gomez, and Mikey Hulkhands. We're leaving in the elevator, and we're like, oh, we got to get out to the field. And we just start wandering down, in the tunnels of MetLife to get out to the field. And one guy saw us. He goes, what are you guys doing? I go, we're going to the field to take a picture. Will you take it? He wanted to kick us out. He goes, sure, let's go. So once I stop at home here in a few minutes, I'll push that picture to you too. But great time, man, and we'll be back there.
They have left us in MetLife. We were trying to find our way out.
When you leave,
we don't know where
the keys.
Oh, Chef Kevin got the Good Morning America song.
There's Nick in the front. God only knows what he's up to.
Oh my God.
We don't know how to get. We're in the storage room apparently.
We're gonna get banned for game 1 of the preseason.
For real, lifetime ban. All right, Nick's found.
Let's go. Nick's up here. This way. Trust me. This is where we walk out of the field.
Oh no, Nick! No, bro. We're definitely not supposed to be doing this. They got some. Nick.
We're a team, right?
We're
a team.
Supposed to be doing this.
I like it. You guys had to get on the field.
Dude, I jogged out of the tunnel and was waving to people as if they were there. It cut off right at that part. Damn it.
Did you have an American flag?
I did not. There's only one Nick that can run out there and do that. I am not going to try to ever compare or compete with the great late Nick Mangold.
2 p.m. is the tailgate, Nick?
Yes, unless you're looking for a ride, then it's 6:30 when we'll all be inside the stadium.
Charles Gorman will be in the building tonight, folks.
Wow.
It's remarkable. I said to him, I'm like, you're going to go to this game, sit by yourself? I don't want this stress of trying to find me at the end of the game. I don't want it at all. Zero interest. None.
So you're taking him home, aren't you?
If he can find me in the parking lot, sure.
I can't wait. I look forward to you two reconnecting.
Yeah, I can't wait to beat the crap out of you for trying to facilitate all this. So you better have your head on a swivel when you get to D10 later, Jake.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Shine, everyone. Nick Shine.
Later, boys.
Would be objectively hilarious if the Jets threw out the same fans that they promoted on Good Morning America because they went on the field to take a picture after the thing.
Yeah, banned for life because they needed to get on the field to get a picture after that. Oh God, can't make it up.
Incredible. Best fan base in sports. One day we will be rewarded for our loyalty. Hey, we're presented by PrizePicks. I put this together for Jets and the Bucks tonight. There's still only a limited amount of options for PrizePicks because it's preseason. But here's what I'm thinking for our first Jet game of 2026. Try and win some money here with PrizePicks. $20 pays out $100 if these 3 hit. Cade Klubnik, more than a half passing touchdown, 0.5. So Klubnik, toss a TD tonight. Arian Smith, playing for a roster spot perhaps. More than 18.5 receiving yards. He one big completion to Arian Smith, and we should eclipse that number. And Ted Hurst apparently has had a good summer. Rookie 3rd-round pick by Tampa. We know the Jets secondary ain't great. He should be out there. Ted Hurst, more than 24.5 receiving yards. So this is 20 to win 100 on PrizePicks. If you want to make your own PrizePick lineup for Jets Bucks later, download the PrizePicks app using the link in my description, code HMA. If you win your first $5 lineup, you could get yourself $150 added to your account for new users. So check it out. Again, PrizePicks code HMA. Do you think Cade Klubnik tosses a touchdown tonight, Matt?
I do. I think he plays well. I think he joins the ranks of this rookie quarterback class that has come out and impressed so far. I do expect Cade Klubnik to get in the end zone tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Klubnik, Smith, Hurst, your chance to win money with PrizePicks. Again, shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring our show. We'll continue with your calls coming up. Matt, what do you caught your attention the most from the joint practices?
Hard not to go to David Bailey first here, Jake, with him being involved in some fights, getting after the quarterback. And I think that's the biggest standout to me, because we saw it in training camp against his own offensive line, and we feel pretty good about the tackles in Olu and Armand Membu, but seeing him go up against another highly paid offensive tackle and get some winning reps in here, I think is a really good sign.
Yeah, David Bailey, I think certainly one of the takeaways. The fact that the Jet offense, when they finally played a different team, had their issues, that to me was like, okay, well, let's come back down to earth a little bit with, some of the stuff we had heard. But it's so tough with these joint practices because, they're working on certain things, certain scenarios, and you don't know how it always translates. And I'll never make the mistake again, because I was at the joint practice 2 years ago where they sat Rodgers because it was raining, and Tyrod and Garrett Wilson destroyed the Commanders, and then the Jet defense destroyed Jaden Daniels, and the Jets ended up winning 5 games, and the Commanders were in the NFC Championship game. So that's just proof that sometimes these practices could lie as well.
Yeah, they definitely can. And I think I was going to bring up, though, the Bucs are a team that is always, in playoff contention. So I do think it's good that they were going up against a team that's a little bit further along than where they are. And they seem to have held their own, but you brought up a good point, and that doesn't always translate to the regular season. But they always talk competition, and I think these joint practices are honestly just as important as the preseason games in getting reps against other teams.
We'll get to your calls in a moment. Reminder: Sundays, the Asmaniac raffle. So enter this show so you can win a David Bailey jersey or a Jet jersey of your choosing, and then you'll be entered in Sunday's weekly raffle for a signed Nick Mangold helmet, Curtis Martin signed helmet, and a Garrett Wilson autographed helmet as well. Let's hit more of your calls now. Load them up on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline, where standing by is a man who believes he's extraordinary. Hit it.
Extraordinary. Extraordinary. That's extraordinary. That's extraordinary. That's extraordinary. That's extraordinary. It's quite extraordinary. Quite extraordinary. Women shouldn't vote. Just do laundry and vacuum. Extraordinary.
What up, Jake? How are you?
Whoa, Gary on the road. Where are we?
Alamo City, USA, San Antonio, Texas. How are
Wow.
you?
Hey, remind everyone there who the NBA champions are when you get a second. All right?
I will. So one of my best friends is a trainer, and he's having me work the corner of some of his amateurs tomorrow. That's why I'm here. He is a San Antonio Spurs season ticket holder. I'm gonna let him know.
Please.
Let him know.
Send him my regards.
He was already planning a parade as soon as they beat OKC. Like, they were already planning their championship parade and what they were going to do. Yeah, and that didn't work out. It's the March for Arts is on. It's official. So we'll wear the
there it is.
It's on. It's official. We're marching for Arch. I was listening to this Longhorn podcast yesterday. They said if the Longhorns are to make the playoffs, it means Arch is going to New York, which means he's going to be a Heisman finalist. He's going to have a great season. That's the only way the Longhorns are going to make the playoffs this year. I was going to say the same thing about Geno. If Geno has a 2022 season, then we can end up in the playoffs. I don't really see that happening for the same reason. I look at the Jets safety room, and it's like looking at the Longhorn room. Dane Belton, is that really an option to start an NFL game?
Dude, Dane Belton's had a good training camp, apparently.
He's better than Cisco.
Well, Dane Belton did have more interceptions last year than the entire Jet team. So factor that in. But that's oh God. But that's the competition, Dane Belton and Cisco. That's what we're looking at here. This is the same problem with my Longhorn. Like, this is what we're doing. I'm a guy that thinks like safety is a low-key premium position, even though it's not considered one. Like the whole game is played over the middle now. Safety is very important. And Dane Belton, that's what we're doing. Okay.
I mean, the alternatives aren't great. What I hope
The
happens
alternative
is,
is yeah.
yeah, like maybe Muji could do what he did last year with the defensive tackle position. He could find a couple guys on other teams that are available for day 3 picks, and they come in and they're productive players.
It's rough to have that glaring of a weakness. Like, I mean, that's not like, okay, we're not great there. Those are two borderline NFL players that are competing for a starting job.
Belton might be better than you're giving him credit for. He was pretty good with the Giants last year as a backup.
Okay. My brother's a Giant fan. You can have him. Like, have fun. All right. Maybe he's better than I thought. Dane Belton and well, who do you think's gonna? I got you guys here. Who's gonna be? Who's starting there?
I think it's going to end up being Cisco, but I hope it's Belton, and obviously Minka's the other safety.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's going to be Cisco also, which I don't feel great about. But they needed to change or turn over a lot in one offseason. And I still look at linebacker depth. I look at safety depth. There's still 2 issues, but I don't think they could fix everything in just one offseason here.
Granted, it's okay. Yeah. That takes me to my deeper point, right? So is there how many games do you think, if you had to put an over under on it, how many games do you think Cade Klubnik plays this year? Starts. If I said 4.5, would you take the over or the under?
Under.
I was actually going to say 4, so I'd go under on that.
Okay. I'm thinking he starts 4 or 5 games. Is there any, can he play well enough? Let's say he plays 4 to 5 games. Can he play well enough in those games where the Jets don't draft the quarterback?
No. He can play well enough where he can compete with whoever they draft. There's no scenario where the Jets, who basically have planned the last 2 years since the trade deadline last year to get their quarterback in 27, there is no scenario where Klubnik in games at the end of the year could play well enough in a 4-game sample size where they wouldn't take a QB. There's just no way.
What if they're winning games though? Like, what if you like the quarterback on the Saints, whose name I can't say, from Texas Tech, Shuck? If you had, would you draft the quarterback then? I mean, you could load up everything else and still have your quarterback on a rookie deal. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm saying hypothetically, could he play well enough where that's an option?
Well, Tyler Shuck was a 2nd-round pick, so they obviously liked him high enough to take him. And I'm pretty sure, didn't he start how many games did he start last year? He started 10 games. Let's see.
At least half.
I think he started less than that.
He appeared in 11 games, and he was a starter in 9 of them, and he was 5-4.
All right, so about half the
also,
season.
this wasn't a good quarterback year. So maybe if there was someone they still really liked, maybe they would have drafted someone. I don't know. But they also have an offensive coach who is the play caller there. So you're going to trust his judgment on quarterbacks over this scenario with Klubnik, and it's like Aaron Glenn and company signing off on it. And if Klubnik has to play that many games, I don't think the Jets are winning enough games to save Glenn's job. So then there's a new coaching staff coming in that has no loyalty to Cade Klubnik. They're going to want their own guy.
That's true. If you're starting Cade, it means you're not winning. If you're not winning, that means Glenn's probably gone, and then the new whoever you bring in is going to want to take a quarterback. Unless you find someone who loves Cade, which is unlikely. The other thing I want to talk about was my boy Arian Smith. Matt, back me up here. He's going to have a monster season this year.
Arian Smith?
Come on, give it to me. He's going to have a monster. All right, he's going to have a productive season, and he's going to score a bunch of touchdowns, and we're going to win a game because Arian Smith makes a play. Is that fair? Is that a fair assessment?
I think that's an extremely optimistic assessment.
Why is everyone he didn't get to play last year? I don't want to hear he was unproductive last year. He didn't get to play last year. Okay. Why is everyone so down on him after he didn't get to play last year? It's not like he was horrible last year. He barely got on the field. Why is everyone so down?
Because he was a bad college prospect and overdrafted too.
But okay. I disagree. I thought he was really good at Georgia. I always reference the Georgia-Bama game. All those pros on the field, he was the most impactful. Who did you go away looking at that game? It was Smith. He was the best player on the field. That's a hell of a field to be the best player on. So he doesn't suck. And it was the same thing. He's not going to get 80 catches. I understand. But the same way Georgia used him, where it's okay, nothing else is working. We can't move the ball. Let's run an end around for Arian Smith. Let's put the ball in Arian Smith's hand. He can make a play. He's the fastest guy on the field.
Yeah, but Isaiah Williams does everything Arian Smith can do better, and he's higher on the depth chart now, I think, for that reason.
Okay. Well, all right. I'm not giving up on Arian Smith. I knew the pick was surprising when it wasn't on my, it wasn't on my bingo card. But I don't think it, like, ultimately, I don't think it has to be a bad pick. Could you have got him later in the draft? Probably. But he can still be a valuable player because he's still the fastest guy on the field. And
I don't even know if he's making the team.
That can't be real. It's his second. You're going to cut him already?
He couldn't get on the field last year, and they were tanking. They had no receivers, and he couldn't play.
I mean, there had to be a reason why he wasn't getting on the field. I mean, you're right. That's not a good sign. That he couldn't get on the field last year is not a good sign. I agree. Matt, is there any chance? Give me a percentage chance that he makes the team. I'm going to say it's 99%. Give me a percentage chance that he makes the team. He's going to get cut? He's a 4th-round pick last year. You're going to get cut now?
I think it's more likely than not that he makes the team as like the 5th or 6th receiver, but I'm like maybe like 60% make it. 99 is very, very high.
Just cutting him out of principle is like acknowledging you suck. Unless he's really that bad, cutting him now, it's like acknowledging you suck at your job. Like, no one's going to do that. Like, they picked him that high. They overdrafted him because they believe in him. I'm not at practice every day. You guys would know better than me. Is it that bad? Is he unplayable?
I just don't think he's done much. And when they have thrown to him at times, he still had the same drop problem that plagued him in college. We'll see. I mean, if he plays well in the preseason, he'll probably make the team as their 6th receiver.
All right. If he makes the team, I'll get an Arian Smith jersey. I'll put it right next to my Xavier Gibson jersey.
CT Jetman says, I love O'Leary calmly swatting away each and all of Gary's wild takes.
I'm going to call back in November, December, and we're going to talk about Smith, and I'm going to be right. I said this last year, and I was wrong, but this year I'm going to be right.
I hope he's great.
All right. How's married life treating you, man? I haven't talked to you much. How's married life treating you?
Good, yeah. I mean, we've lived together beforehand, so not really much changed.
Not much has changed, right? Yeah.
That's good.
I hear you. Good. All right, congratulations on that. Jake, well done. Matt, it's always good having you on.
Gary, thanks
Gary.
for calling in. Nixon 5. Tell everyone in San Antonio.
I will.
All right.
Women need to vacuum and shouldn't be allowed to vote. Yeah, ladies, you can do music.
Really, Gary? Why are you so high on Arian Smith, bro? He's gonna be like, come on. What are you? Why are you so obsessed with him? You could be obsessed with. My name is Sadiq, certified freak, 7 days a week, got a hernia freak. My name is Sadiq, got a hernia freak. My God.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mad Max will be at tonight's game, courtesy of yours truly. So he'll be bringing that kind of energy to MetLife Stadium. Are you ready, Matt?
Iconic. I love it. I hope they put him on the Jumbotron.
Oh, they better. Ozzie Fuller's in the raffle for one. Who wants a David Bailey jersey? It could be yours if you enter the Asmaniac raffle right now. If we get 20 names, we spin it at the end of the show. Ozzie, thank you for your generosity. Gift the membership. It's just $5 to do so. You click the gift button, you hit the money sign, then gift, and you could do that. Let's hit more of your calls. Ladies and gentlemen, Chef Brian is up next. What's up, Brian?
Yo, what's up, Jake, Matt? How you guys doing, man?
Doing good.
Yo, so I was here off Gary's point. The only way I see Club Nick getting in the game and the Jets not drafting a QB is if Geno gets hurt, let's say, God forbid, man. Week 4, week 5, we're not buried at that point yet, and he brings us into the playoffs, then maybe the Jets will consider not drafting a quarterback. What do you guys think about that?
Matt?
Yeah, I mean, if he plays well enough in that scenario, he's playing like 12 games or something like that. That's a different sample size than I think 4 or 5. And certainly if he gets him to the playoffs in that scenario. But that's pretty much the only way. Like we were saying here, if it's, if he plays in 4 games because, they're so bad or Geno gets hurt at the end of the year or whatever, I don't think that's going to be enough for them not to.
Yeah, and then my other point before I let you guys go, I know you guys great show by the way, is Darren Muji, man. He's got these next few weeks is gonna tell us if Muji's the man, bro, because we need a backup QB for sure. I don't think Cade is gonna be, if God forbid that happens, he gets in the game, the lights are gonna be too bright for him. I don't think he'll be ready. He might, but it's just
you haven't
too much
seen him
of a
play
risk.
yet.
it's just too much of a risk to get him in there. So definitely. And then the other position was defensive tackle because I'm so worried about Sweat. Getting
But they
back.
actually have depth
Hopefully,
there, Brian. This is different than last year. Last year they had nobody. They literally needed to make 2 trades before the year. This year, Darrell Jackson Jr., who they took in the 4th rounds, apparently looked pretty good filling in for Sweat. They still have Phillips, right? They still have Onyemata. They have Briggs. Like, they actually have some guys at defensive tackle. They're way better equipped to deal with no Sweat than they were a year ago. That said, Sweat was supposed to not just be like a solid starter. He was supposed to be like a high-end player for the defensive line. So they need him back, but I don't think it's like desperate like they were last year, clearly.
yeah. Well, I would still like to see him pick a few people up. Just in case the injuries happen. Hopefully, everybody stays healthy for the next couple of weeks. So I'm freaking excited. Jets football tonight. I'm gonna clean up early, get the hell out of here. What time is the game tonight?
7 p.m.
All right, so I'm freaking gonna have to rush the hell out of here, but I can't wait. Love y'all. I can't wait to see y'all in October. I'm gonna bring smoked brisket, ribs, and we're gonna have a hell of a freaking tailgate, man. Beast, I'm waiting for your ass. Have a great day, gentlemen. Love y'all, man. Take it easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chef Brian Morales.
I've been called a defense. The reason I got this job is because of defense.
Bullshit.
I love calling defense.
Bullshit. You'll get your wish tonight. 6:30 bell time. Let's see you there. Jets Bucks. Be there or be square. Back to Jake.
I am Nightbot.
Oh my God.
We're not starting this shit today. Go back to Jake, please. Thank you.
I am Nightbot.
Oh my God.
Cállate, cabrón. I don't want to hear your ass. Now go back to Jake. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I am Nightbot.
Oh my God.
Shut up. Let's go back to Jake, please. I don't want to hear this shit. Not today. I got a headache and I don't need this shit. Thank you. Go back to Jake.
B, sometimes I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Super chat from the big fella who says, put me in the raffle. I want Membu if that's doable. Big fella in the Asmaniac raffle.
Good job.
Super chat from Chili who says, game day, baby. Let's go Jets. Who's going to sit next to Gorman at the game? Oh, it's quite the surprise. Who got the seats next to Charles Eugene M. Gorman? Just wait and see.
Oh, okay. The special guest next to Charles Gorman?
Now, Charles is Ubering himself, so he needed one ticket. The ticket was sent to him. He's going to beg Nick Shine for a ride home, but we will see Charles Gorman at MetLife Stadium tonight, consuming Jets Bucks in all its glory.
Wow. Love that.
Chili plays in the raffle for 5. He gifted 5 channel memberships.
Jets, Jets. Woo!
Thank you, Chili. Let's get to more of your calls. I've been waiting to hear from this guy. You know a new season is upon us if he's calling in ready to set the tone for what to see tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the King.
Jake, my brother, it's always good to see you, my brother. Matt O'Leary, my brother, my brother. We upon a new Jet season, baby. And I would like to call this season the Glenn evaluation season. Okay? This is Glenn's last chance to show us what the hell he can do. Let's see his quote-unquote superpower this year. But I'm excited, baby. You know, I've been listening to all the doom and gloom, all the 5-game win season, 4-game win season, and it sounds all good, baby. But you know what I like to say, Jake. Games got to be played, pants got to be put on, and mother suckers got to get their hitting out there, okay? Let's not get it twisted, all right? This is a new season, all right? It's a lot of potential out there on that field. We're not gonna act like we're not having abundance of talent out there. Okay? We're not gonna say we're the best out there or we got this elite talent, this elite team going out there, but it's talent out there. And it's capable talent out there to win damn games. Okay? Glenn, this is your season to show what the hell you got. I'm liking what I'm seeing from a couple of the rookies. I'm praying everybody stays healthy. I'm mad about Sadiq. We not having him in the beginning. Well, hopefully he starts week 1. But I wanted to see him get some reps in preseason. But all eyes is on Club tonight. I call him Club. I don't even whatever. I call him Club. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm ready to see what he's gonna do tonight, baby. But I'm excited, man. You can't tell me that we don't have a team that can win games, that's capable of winning games if Geno doesn't make stupid mistakes and turn the ball over. You can't tell me we can't run on any team in the league with that stout offensive line we got. You can't tell me we're not ready to go yard with Garrett Wilson back. You can't tell me because Geno likes to throw the ball. So you can't tell me that we can't win freaking games this year. Okay? No excuses. All right? We're not talking about Super Bowl. We're not talking about winning the division. Damn it, can you get us a wild card? That's all we ask. Can you get us a wild card? Man, the talent is there. The coaching has to be there. Okay? Let's not get it twisted. Y'all swapping down. Oh, Glenn, this is his first year. We told y'all from the get we didn't want a first-year head coach. Y'all didn't listen, so now we in this predicament. So let's get it over with. All right? Let's see this superpower. Let's go out here. Let's get these pads on, and let's win freaking games, baby. Okay? I'm excited, baby. I'm still high on my Knicks championship. It's always going to be Knicks in 5. We're not worried about Philly. We're not worried about Miami. We're not worried about nobody in the East. And we damn sure ain't worried about no Spurs. Knicks in 5 to the day I die, okay? And you already know, baby, it's the beginning of the season, and we ready for the Jets. Jets. Let's go. Woo!
Jets. Woo! Let's go. Now Jet football is officially back. King Lowski, send the tone for what we're going to get tonight. At least that's what we better see tonight, Matt O'Leary. We're going to be there.
Yeah, I'm ready to run through a brick wall now. Give me a helmet. I'll strap in and get after it tonight.
Let's go. Matt, I'll see you later. I appreciate you hopping on this morning, and hopefully it doesn't take you 7 hours to get to and from MetLife.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully I see you later, my friend. Have a good rest of your show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt O'Leary. Yeah. Hey, if the dream is out there, call in, Dream. We got something special for you. If you're out in the chat, if you're watching the show. If you missed it at the start of the show, we dropped a new merch line, the pain line. We're embracing the pain. I already sent one of these to Beningo. Don't worry. JakeAsman.com/shop, 25% off. If you're a Patreon member, use that code at checkout. We got pain shirts and we got pain hats in multiple colors, snapbacks and dad hats. Or some people call them dad caps, but women wear them too. And some people just call them baseball caps. But a baseball cap is, to me, like the new era style. But whatever you call them, we got hats that say pain on them. And they say Jake Asman Show on the back. The logo is on there. So they're pretty cool. Check it out for yourself. Shout out to Gator for his help with the logo. Call it out in the raffle for one. David Bailey jersey or a Jets jersey of your choice is the prize today at the end of the program. Thank you. Call it out. Your gifted membership went to JBoy1395. Gator McCluskey in the house. Speak of the devil. Says, I'm afraid our offense is going to average a turnover for every 2 scores. So unless we generate turnovers, the season will be lost. Need greater than 20 points a game. I agree, because Gino will score points, but there's going to be games where he's going to throw the ball to the other team. There just is. So they're going to need to be way more opportunistic on defense than they've been the last couple of years. Obviously, last year's a joke. I mean, they didn't have a single INT. But the Jet defense could give up points. They can give up plays. Can they turn the ball over? You win the turnover battle in the NFL. I think the stat is you win the game 75 or 80% of the time. So if you consider all that, the path for the Jets to win some of these games is to somehow be opportunistic and force some turnovers. Give their offense a short field. The Jets never had short fields for their offense. There was never a game where it's like, oh, big turnover. Offense gets the ball starting at the opponent's 20-yard line. They're going to go right in and score, and you basically steal a touchdown that way. They didn't have those opportunities last year. Call It Out says, how many tickets do you have left for the October game? Let me check for you. We're running out. I haven't promoted it yet on the show, but Jets Dolphins, get your tickets. Field pass afterwards included. Section 146. We have 7 left. 7 left, Call It Out. So if you're on the fence, I would go. Because when I mention it later on the postgame show, we're going to be out. We have 1,500 people watching. When am I having Beningo on next? Joe will be on with us before the season for sure. And then every Monday after Jet games. Year 3 of Joe B. Get ready. Jimmy says, just fire Glenn now and get it over with. 5-12 season at best. They'll fire Glenn by week 12 anyways. I'm not convinced they're definitely going to fire him in the middle of the year, no matter how bad it looks. I'm not saying it wouldn't be warranted, but it might be easier for the Jet job to appear more attractive and stable if you just let Glenn have his 2 full years. Let's say he wins 5 games, so that would be 8 wins total through 2 years. It's easy to fire a guy after that. You know? Nightbot writes in, have a question or Jets take for Jake. Tag Jake Asman or send a super chat to guarantee he sees it. You know what? I got to give credit. I'm Team Beast, but this is a salient point by Nightbot. Beast writes in, go sniff granny panties at Nightbot. Well said, Beast. JD says a pregame dream call on a Friday would be great. He's more of an afternoon guy on Fridays, and unfortunately, I'm going to go tailgate today. So we'll be live tonight. I'm still doing 2 shows. We'll be live tonight, and I'm doing radio tomorrow morning from 9 to noon. So tune in, Jet fans. ESPN New York. I don't believe we'll be on YouTube because it's the weekend, so you can listen on the app or 8:80 a.m. So I'll talk plenty of Jets and take calls from Jet fans and Asmaniacs tomorrow morning, 9 to noon. JJ with a super chat. He's in the raffle for 2. Thank you, JJ. 1 more for the raffle. You're in for 2, JJ. Don't you worry. Jake, are you concerned that Williams is favored as the number 3 receiver over Cooper? I can't help but feel alarmed by that. Are both playing tonight? I believe both will play tonight. And let me also say this. I think it's more because Omar Cooper Jr. is looking really good than, oh my God, we should be concerned. Or excuse me, let me reword this. I think this is a byproduct of Isaiah Williams looking good, more so than Omar Cooper Jr. struggling. So Isaiah Williams is the number 3 receiver by default. I'm not concerned. We haven't even seen Omar Cooper play in a game yet. I'm not concerned. Cooper is a rookie. He's learning a new offense. Isaiah Williams has been in the league now for multiple years. And he's just getting better and better, apparently. Even when I was there, he was making plays. So we'll see. Yo Holmes says, nothing's alarming. Cooper's a rookie. Williams looking good. Yeah, I mean, it's a good problem to have, right? I mean, the Jets actually have receiver depth this year. When was the last time we've been able to say that? Nicholas says, checking in late. Who's the starting quarterback tonight? The starting quarterback tonight for the New York Jets is a guy that in 2013 was drafted by the franchise in the 2nd round.
Get up. Let's go.
Gino will start tonight. I think if they go down the field and score, he's done. He'll play 1 drive. if things don't go great on the opening drive, I think he'll get a second drive. But I'm only expecting 2 drives max from Geno and the starters. Now, would I like to see them play more? To be honest with you, I would. I'd like to see them play the entire first quarter. 3 drives, maybe. But we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Cisco has made his presence felt. 10 gifted memberships. Hit it.
Sometime I do super chat. Sometime I do give membership. But all the time, I love the Jake Asman show. They call me Cisco Lopez.
Cisco in our raffle for 10. He has a chance to win a Bailey jersey or Jets jersey of his choosing. Benjamin Flores, Matty NY Jets, MB516, Tyrese 0728, Tappleteen79, Snowball.NY Jets. Snowball's on vacation in Italy right now, still getting a gifted membership. How about that? Mr. Grimy, Alien444, Money Flow DB, and Domino Effecto, all receiving a membership there from our guy, Cisco Lopez. Ozzy Fuller's in the raffle for 1.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Ozzy, thank you. JJ says, I'm confident in Cooper. I was expecting him to be the number 2 going in. So seeing him as the 4 has me wondering. Well, I actually think this is a good problem, JJ. Think about it. The reason why Cooper might be the number 4 technically right now, which I don't even know if I'm totally buying based on what I've heard from people at practice, is because A.D. Mitchell's played really, really well, which is something we heard about in the spring, and that is a positive that it's carried over to training camp. And Isaiah Williams has been really good. Genergy says, I'll be at the game tonight. Where are you sitting, Genergy? Tailgate in D10 beforehand. I can't promise I'll make it into the game, but I'll be there hanging out with listeners beforehand. Kelly in the raffle for 1. Thank you, Kelly. Who is Ryan Mack gifting a membership? He joins the raffle for 1. You can tell people are in a good mood because it's Friday. The Jets play football tonight, and the memberships are flowing, baby. Let's go. Keep them coming. Raffle at the end of the show. Hit it, Beningo.
We are mama way.
More of your calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want in on the show, now is the time. Gusbuster Umbrella hotline link is pinned down in the comments. I also want to shout out listener David, who was the first person to purchase one of our brand new Pain shirts and hats. So thank you very much to listener David. Let's see what David bought. He purchased a Pain t-shirt, and he went with the green one. Good choice. That's the one I got for myself. Bottom right on your screen. Well done, David. Shout out to you.
I hug him every day. I hug him every day.
25% off if you're a Patreon member. Rat Diddy checks in. He's in the raffle for 4. What are the betting odds of who's sitting with Gorman tonight? Now, Gorman has 1 ticket. But who's next to him is a surprise for everybody. Wait and see how it all unfolds. One thing we know about Charles Gorman, when he's watching this game later, as he told the Danger Zone the other day, he despises lazy players. So he's going to be on the lookout to see if anyone is lazy tonight on either side.
I give credit to players who are not lazy. People think I don't want to work. I can't stand lazy people. I just had a bit of a nap not too long ago, too, so that didn't help. Fuck you.
Ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls right now. There's a man on the line who's absolutely out of his mind. We call him Mad Max.
If Mad Max ain't yapping about Jets, that boy, he's jamming. He's slamming, freaking dancing, wall smashing. I'm Jake Asman. If Mad Max ain't ever stopped yapping, that boy, he still be dancing. Then call Jake Asman. He got an orange wall.
What's up, Asmaniacs? Can you guys hear me?
Oh, we hear you.
Oh,
man,
man. Preseason game is tonight against Tampa Bay. And tonight is a rematch. Tampa beat us in week 3. We're going to get our revenge. You know, we're going to throw some punches. You know, Tampa beat us in week 3. We're going to kick them to the schnozzle. Tampa Bay thinks, oh, we're going to win this game. You know, the Jets defense is going to kick the Buccaneers offense like ass. They're going to make them look like toilet paper. Be like, wah, Where, and honestly, is there any other Asmaniacs at the game tonight? I know Charles Gorman's going.
Yeah, you guys are sitting next to each other. You excited?
What section is Charles Gorman? I'm in 313. What section?
Oh, he's in 313.
Actually, is there like an Asmaniac section or something?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
I mean,
I think I have more subscribers than fans who will be in the building tonight.
That is true. There's gonna be like not many fans. And where's Beastbreaker? Because we got to get the new hole thing, the new video I got with Beast. Put Beast in the hole with my new intro.
You want to put Beast in the hole?
Yes, sir.
But he hasn't done anything yet.
I mean, let's just see.
And who are you to tell me to put someone in the hole?
I can do it. I have the power to put someone.
I don't know if you do, Mad Max.
I do. But honestly,
Oh my god.
Hey, Beast, Mad Max wants to put you in the hole.
You can go fuck himself.
Whoa. Family show.
On behalf of the Jake Asman Show, we apologize for the foul language.
I want nothing to do with it.
Beast, should Mad Max go to the hole? Who should go to the hole here?
I want nothing to do. He's a disgrace.
Go to the hole.
Already peeled me off enough for 6 months. 6 months is enough. It's enough.
Who should go to the hole?
This is directed towards Mad Max. You're officially suspended after I have repeatedly said no more insulting my titles, and you refuse to listen. I'm sorry. You have no respect towards me or the show. You think of yourself and your bad pride. This will land you in trouble. After what you have done today, I want a sincere apology, and this is it. No more brawls, no more fights. It's hard on me. After all the things you have done, for my sake, a formal apology, and then you will be accepted back onto the Jake Asman Show. And once you're back on the show, no more fighting me as of this moment in time. Thank you.
Good job.
I got a surprise for you, Max. Take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Goodbye.
Frank P has sent in a
$50
bounty. Mad Max, you're headed to the hole.
Oh my god. Look what you done, Beast. You pretended you had 35 world belts. Normal.
Now look what you done, Mad Max. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had you cut you off and cast you out with the sodomites. Some time in here will make you feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give her 24 hours to think about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like that, Mad Max has been sent to the hole, courtesy of Frank P. Beast, you better say thank you to Frank.
Oh, well, to Frank P. Muchas gracias, senor. And I hope to see you soon. And we can maybe go get some tacos. And Jake, coming soon. I'm planning to take you to little old Mexico. We're going to put some sombreros on and then some merengue and go. You know what I was doing? That's called synthesizer. You ever hear of synthesizer music?
Hey, you want to make fun of Mad Max in the hole?
Nah, I'm too busy playing with synthesizer. You ever heard synthesizer music? You ever heard of 4 keyboards, the synthesizer? You finally had to learn. There's an old saying in the world. See, I've been down that road before. You see, I've been here before. You haven't been here. This is your first day. Welcome to the real house of hardcore. You want to see extreme, you're going to have to learn extreme. I mean, get some balls. Grow them. Can't do it? Don't hack it.
Oh my god.
Really? Come on. I'm in the hole. But, it's all
Bye. Bye, boy. Like NSYNC sang years ago, bye, 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 bye. Bye,
How's
bye,
the Dorna?
bye,
How's the
bye,
Dorna
bye,
6
bye.
cheerleading championship? Was there even a cheerleading championship in Arizona?
Oh
my god! Up last week,
Shut
Guppies,
up.
and
Shut up, bitch.
I was just curious.
Shut up, bitch. Enough.
Wasn't your daughter like an entertainer or something? Your daughter?
Enough.
Oh my god!
Enough. Enough.
Now look what you done, Mad Max. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had you cut you off and cast you out with the sodomites. Some time in here will make you feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give her 24 hours to think about it.
How's the hole feel, Max?
I mean, I should be out of the hole, but I mean, Beast is delusional. He does not have 35 world belts.
You're in the hole, Max. I don't know if you're going to be able to make it to the game later unless
I
someone
can
bails
still
you
be.
out
I'll
or
still be
something.
at the game. Like, come on.
I don't know. They're not going to let anyone who's a convict into the stadium tonight.
No, they won't. I mean, Beast should be in the hole instead. Look.
I don't think so.
Woo.
Why should Beast go to the hole?
I mean, he pretends he has 35 world belts. Any curse on the show would just bad for ratings. You know, imagine when we got our regular audience. You don't want someone who's cursing on the show all the time. Like, come on.
Well, I ran a poll, who should go to the hole, and right now it's 50-50. So do you think that you should be free and B should go to the hole, or should you both just go to the hole?
I think I should be free. B should go to the hole because, you know, it's bad for a family show if he's cursing like that. Like, come on.
What if you're both just in the hole, and then you guys got to talk to each other in the hole? That would suck.
That'd actually be a good idea. Put both of us in the hole, you know.
You want to be in the hole with Beast?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if that's a good idea, Mad Max.
Oh, man. Is Oscar Gratz and Charles is going to be at the game? I'll be at the game. Let's see where Charles is sitting. Let's see.
You won't be at the game if you're in the hole.
Nah, I will be.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yo, Holmes is, I've been, nah. Where Beast says I got a bad headache. What's a bad, Beast? We have the preseason game tonight. Tonight was our revenge game, Beast. Have a good show, everyone.
J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets! Woo!
And just like that, Mad Max was sent to the hole by Frank P. Open phone lines for those who want in on the show. Frank says, put those in for Ozzy. Very nice of you, Frank. Wow. Ozzy Fullers now has 10 more entries courtesy of Frank's bounty on Mad Max. Derek, the Kansas Jet fan, he's now in our raffle this morning for
Good
one.
job.
Thank you, Derek. We'll get you down. I also want to plug this. We did our latest Jets Collective episode last night. So for those who haven't seen it yet, definitely go back and take a listen. Really good stuff on the show from Samini and from BT. We talked about the joint practices, talked about the preseason. And I want to share with you guys a clip. Samini told an epic story last night involving a preseason game that he covered way back in 1995. So this is what I love so much about working with Rich. He's an encyclopedia of Jet knowledge and being around the team for as many years as he has. 39 full-time training camps he's now covered. So this was Samini's story from our most recent episode. And again, the full episode's an hour. Check it out. But I want to play this, and hopefully you'll then go subscribe to the Jets Collective YouTube channel. All right, Rich. Jet preseason kicks off tomorrow. You've seen it all basically in your time around this team. So what is the craziest or your favorite preseason memory that you could share with the collective audience?
Yeah. I've seen more preseason games that I care to remember, but there's one in particular. Now we're going to go back a ways here, guys. This is the mid-90s. The Jets are playing, now hear me out, they're playing a preseason game in Jackson, Mississippi. They're playing the Eagles.
Wow.
Don't ask me why.
Wow.
It's like a special game. I don't know why they were in Jackson. So they're in Jackson against the Eagles. Brutally hot night, as you could imagine, in Mississippi in the summertime. But so this is pre-cell phone days. I'm working for Newsday at the time as the beat writer. We file the story during the game. And then the plan is to call in quotes after the game so my editor could insert that into the story to make our edition. So there was a deadline, and the deadline was this. Rich Kotite was gracious enough to allow the beat writers to fly home on the team charter after the game, so we didn't have to spend an extra night in Jackson. So we couldn't go back to the press box. We had to do it fast. So I had to go in the locker room, get my quotes, get out to the payphone. Yes, a payphone outside the locker room to call in my quotes. So I'm on a tight time watch here. So I go out and there's this player at the payphone and I'm waiting. And this player, as I can hear him talking, is clearly talking to his parents, giving them like a play-by-play of what he did in the game. The game wasn't even on live TV. It was a tape delay, and this rookie player is giving the play-by-play, and I'm looking at my watch, and I'm like, Kotai's going to leave me at the stadium here.
Oh, shit.
If this guy doesn't hurry up. And so the guy finishes the phone call and walks away, and the player was a rookie free agent named Wayne Krebet.
Wow.
Hey, that's my boy.
I always remembered that. He was like a little kid calling his parents, telling him, you never believe what I just did in this game. And 3 weeks later, he's in the starting lineup, week 1, Jets at Miami. Great story. And I think I did get my quotes in on time, even though Wayne was hogging the phone that night. I did get my quotes in, and we know what happened to Wayne Krebet.
Pretty amazing, huh? Great story there from Rich. Check out the full episode on the Jets Collective YouTube channel. It's also available as a podcast on Apple or Spotify. I'll post the collective link in the live chat. But I think we have 4,500 subscribers there, and we're going to be live every Tuesday night during the season. We might be we will be doing it twice a week. I just don't have the second date yet. It might be Thursday, so we will see. But definitely Tuesday nights during the season, the Jets Collective is going to be a staple for Jet fans this year. So very excited about that. All right, let's do a couple more calls if we got them. Last chance to get in. We'll spin the Wheel of Champions at the end of the show for those of you who have entered our raffle. Up next on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline is...
He's the brother man, Kansas dude who loves the Jets. He's the brother man, can't be more polite and chat. He's the brother man, they call him Derek and he's totally cool. He's the brother man, he's Derek, the Kansas Jets fan.
Yo, Jay. What's up,
Hello,
brother?
Derek.
Good to see you, my man. How we feeling?
Oh, living the dream. Jets football tonight. Yes.
Heck yeah, dude. I know. It seems like it's taken an eternity. I'm very excited to get to see some starters play tonight. I'm kind of nervous about Garrett Wilson getting some playing time. Hopefully it's just like a drive or something on that MetLife turf. I don't know something about. I just don't really know if he needs to play, but it's not really my call. So I guess we'll see what happens and hope for the best. But where are you going to be watching the game from tonight, brother?
Either the stands or from home. We'll see. We'll see if we make it in. I'm definitely going to go to tailgate for a little bit.
Are you doing the show after or before?
I will do a show after the game tonight. We'll do a post game.
Cool. Awesome. I'm very much looking forward to that. Do you got any predictions? Do you got any, like, how many drives do you want to see the starters start? 1, 2, a quarter?
I would play them like a full quarter at least, but I think Glenn's only going to have them out there for 2 drives at the most. And if the offense goes right down the field, let's say like they did last year in the first one, I think that will probably be it.
Nice. I like that. You got any expectations? I was kind of trying to follow this week. I was a little bit under the weather. I didn't really get to see who won the joint practices or anything like that. Did I miss on anything big?
Tampa, I would say probably won based on all the reports that were there. But again, don't put too much stock into that necessarily. They can be very misleading, as I learned a couple of years ago watching the Jets destroy the Commanders in a joint practice.
Yeah, it's hard to look too much in the preseason. It looks like it's been one of the more competitive preseasons I can recall in quite some time. Hopefully, we'll just get to see a look at some of our secondary depth pieces, and just hopefully the boys will go out there and put on a pretty good showing.
Let's see it, Derek. We need the magic.
We do need the magic. All right, man. Well, I look forward to your post-game show. I hope you and the fellow Asmaniacs have a wonderful rest of your day, man. Jets football's back, baby. Jets. Jets. Let's go, guys.
Let's go. Derek. Yeah.
Jets, Jets. Woo!
Good call there from Derek, the Kansas Jet fan. Bailey Bro Leader says, realistically, how many sacks do you think Bailey gets this year? And do you think he'll get any in the preseason? Let's say David Bailey will have 17.5 sacks this year. At least that's what Frankie V is telling everyone. I think David Bailey is going to probably have around 8 or 9 sacks. That's my early prediction. And I do think you will get one in the preseason. I think you might get one tonight. I don't think Tampa's playing their starters, so Bailey against some backup linemen. I think Bailey gets a sack tonight. I do. Again, Bailey's number on PrizePicks for sacks is only 5.75. I think he definitely gets at least 6, so I'd play the over on that for sure. All right, last chance to get in on today's show. Again, we're live tonight after the Jets game. Check the time for when we're going to start specifically. If I stay for the game, it's going to take me a little bit to get home from the game, not as long as a regular season game would because it's not as many fans. So we'll do a post game tonight. I'm always looking forward to those. And then I'm on the radio tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So some people take off on the weekend. Not me. I actually end up somehow working more on the weekend. So need all the Jet fans to call in tomorrow so I could talk plenty of Jets on ESPN New York from 9 to noon tomorrow. Ron L. is up next on today's show. Hello, Ron.
Hey, Jake. How you doing? It's
up,
me.
Ron?
I'm just calling. Hi. I was listening to Steve Serby was on with Francesa a couple days ago, and I'm always listening to stuff when I'm driving or working around the house. Anyway, so Francesa is still good friends with Parcells, and he was talking about how fond of Glenn Parcells is, and we've all heard this before. Anyway, it's funny. He says he calls them almost every day. He said, Francesa said that. Anyway, so now that I'm starting to, how we starting to hear how he's starting to sling shit again, like, say about him getting the job. I know you brought that up about it was disingenuous and the way you talked about it. Getting a job from a great defensive guru or whatever.
Oh, no, Ron, we
Anyway,
can't hear you. Ron,
okay, how about now?
When a caller sounds like shit and the show's about to split, you need some tech support, call Beast. Bring on the flabby tits, Beast Maker.
Ladies and
How about
gentlemen,
now?
do this. Push your button right here if you have the phone. Do the 30 seconds, please. And once you've restarted, you can come right back on it. Push this button right here where it says restart and everything. Push the restart button right here. Then once you hit restart and you're all taken care of, come on back in with the link, and then we will take good care of you.
Is this Jake Asman tech support? Thank you, Beast. I couldn't have done it without you.
Outstanding job by Beast getting Ron's line fixed. Go ahead, Ron.
It was. Anyway, so it's funny. Just hearing some of the things he's been saying lately, I could tell Parcells is talking to him, and he's just repeating the same old stuff. Like when Glenn was asked recently in an interview about what he expects to do, he was talking about. He said, "Oh, I want to see the fundamentals. I want to see better tackling." I could just tell. I can't imagine. Parcells is probably talking to him, saying, "Hey, you got to work on this," and he just keeps spewing this. Because it sounds good, and it sounds really good, but it's not. We're gonna know starting tonight. But I hate to keep back.
We're gonna know starting tonight, Ron. It's gonna preseason lives. We'll know in the first 4 weeks of the year whether or not this coach has hired a better staff and he's learned his lesson, or if they're 0-4 or they're 1-3 and they look bad in these games. It's not gonna matter.
No, I agree.
We're gonna know. Their early season schedule will tell us all we need to know about whether or not this head coach has a chance to be here beyond the season.
And I mowed my lawn out there. You could see today it was just under 87 degrees. I took Beast's advice, so I never mow the lawn. It's any hotter than that anymore, and it looks fantastic. That's wow. A Beast informed lawn right there. That's
hey, Beast. What do you think of the lawn?
What does he think about my lawn out here, Beast?
Let's
Does he approve of this?
Wait. I go up a little closer. That's like a little too spaced out. You're spacing it out. Very good. Did you use the weed whacker and also did you use one of those?
I whacked all these seams along the sidewalk and everything.
Nice work. Very good. Did you also watch some of the guys from M&D Lawn Care, also SB Mowing, and a good friend of mine from Detroit?
I have not watched that yet, but
they're good. These are great workers. I watch them all the time. It's because they tell you just make sure when you edge, make sure you don't screw up the lining, because if you screw it up, you'd have to start all over again. And make sure when you use your this little thingy, make sure you check your wheel and make sure you have them things there when you're cutting, because you don't want to go whoops, oh shit. You don't want to do that. Just make sure you check your the lines when you put the line in.
This show is so full of good information. I mean, from lawn care, tech service, football. It's unbelievable. We can't get enough of it.
You never know what you're going to get around here, Ron. Great call.
Thanks, Jake.
You have superpowers! You gotta fly over there!
John J. Willie. Oh, actually, no, not John J. Kevin Bronco. I just assumed Zell, and I didn't even bother to check the name. Kevin Bronco is in the Asmaniac raffle for 2. He sent me a Zell. That fooled me. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate your support. Hit the like button if you're joining us. Reminder, end of this month, we're headed to Vegas, circasports.com for the info on each of their pro football betting contests. Circa Survivor, Circa Million, Circa Grandissimo, $30 million in guaranteed prizes. No rake. Can't wait to be out there. We'll be at their contest Radio Row. We'll have some special guests join us to preview the year. And we're going to be signing up for the Circa Survivor. So start thinking about who we're picking week 1 as Maniacs. Pretty tough week 1 slate. There's not a ton of obvious. This team's definitely going to win games, but you never know. Circasports.com for all the info. Enter in Nevada. Play from anywhere. Again, $30 million in guaranteed prizes. No rake. 3 contests. Multiple ways to win. Let's go. Football's back, baby. Preseason tonight. Jets football is in the air. You could smell the magic of it all. Now the question is, will the Jets look the part of an NFL team this evening? We'll find out. Chili Plays has gifted 5 more memberships. Let's go, Chili. I see you.
J-E-T-S, Jets, woo!
Attaboy, Chili. He's in for 5. Thank you. Indy Jets says happy poop. Indy Jets, happy poop to you. B says back is killing me. Is it a day that ends in a Y? And then Beast's back is in pain. Ladies and gentlemen, let's check in with the man himself and find out what he did this time that's causing pain.
Tweet. String in the cheese. Oh, boy. Color.
Is this Nightbot related?
Another color.
Is Mad Max doing this?
Oh, this one. No, my back.
Is there a doctor on the line that can help Beast? Is it just gas?
No, it's tightness.
Oh, no. I'm losing control again. I think I'm being hacked. I am Nightbot.
Oh my god.
Oh, no. Not you. I am Nightbot.
Oh my god.
Go suck a bag of tampons.
Beast, like Robo Beast.
Now let's go back to Jake Essen, please. Thank you. Go back.
I am Nightbot. I am the global enforcer. Beastbreaker 666. You are not hardcore. You are a fraud. I have pictures in my database.
Yeah, right.
You will not fool the public anymore.
Fake news.
Bow down.
You bow to me, bitch.
I am the global enforcer. Beastbreaker 666.
Yeah, I'm the pimp, you the hoe.
Hate communism.
I'm the
America,
pimp, you the hoe.
The greatest country on earth. We know it must be hard for you to spell USA from all the chair shots you took to the head, Tubby. USA, USA, USA. Again, stop simping for Amanda Tubby and
Shut up,
crying.
whore.
It's embarrassing.
You're
Ha
a
ha
whore.
ha ha. Bow down. I am Nightbot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know you can bow to these nuts,
I
bitch.
am Nightbot.
Oh my god.
These nuts, bitch. These nuts. Now go back to Jake. Thank you. Play some pool. Man's game. 1. It's going to be no 2.
I am Nightbot.
Oh my god.
Somebody please go back to Jake. Thank you. It's getting annoying. Now go sniff Granny.
I am Nightbot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're not Nightbot. Your new name is Use Twat.
I am Nightbot. I am watching you, Stormrocks 877. You will be punished and removed from the chat if you continue your douchebaggery, flappy tits.
Nobody cares. Thank you. There we go. That's a good shot. Unfortunately, that 5 ball will do the trick. Goodbye, 5 ball. We're up to 12,000 points. I'll take 14. And I'll take a vowel. A. Ding, ding, ding. Give me 12. 12 up. 12 up. Unfortunately, 12 not out. That'll be a swing and a miss. At 12,200 points. Play more 30.
I am Nightbot.
Oh my god.
Somebody please go back to Jake before I have a seizure.
Yeah, you know, B, sometimes I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I am Nightbot.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Look what you done, Beast. You pretended you had 35 world belts. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to cut you off and cast you out with the Sodomites. So Tom in here will make you feel like you've been run over by the lane train.
Oh!
Can you hear me? You catch my drift? Give him over 24 hours to think about it and go back to reality.
Nightbot throwing Beast in the hole with Mad Max. I thought I've seen it all, but now I really have. Beast, how's the hole with Max?
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck that. He can kiss me. He can suck my nuts for all I care. And Nightbot's not real. He's a fraud.
I am Nightbot.
Oh my god.
He sucks Granny.
I am Nightbot.
Oh my god.
He sucks Granny.
I am Nightbot.
Oh my god.
He sucks
I
Granny.
am Nightbot.
Oh my god.
I heard you suck Granny panties. Granny panties.
I am Nightbot.
Oh my god.
I am Nightbot. I am the global enforcer. Beastbreaker 666. You are not hardcore. You are a fraud. I have pictures in my database.
Big
You will
honking
not
dick.
fool the
You
public
suck dick.
anymore.
You suck dick.
Bow down.
You know.
Oh my god, look what you done, Beast. You pretended you had 35 world belts. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to cut you off and cast you out with the sodomites. So Tom in here will make you feel like you've been run over by the lane train.
Oh.
Can you hear me? You catch my drift? Give him over 24 hours to think about it and go back to reality.
And Nightbot continues to ruin this show. Unbelievable. Draft Geeks with a super chat. Can finally get to this now. I have some control over my own damn program. 67 years today, the Titans of New York were formed. Today is basically the New York Jets' birthday. Is Bobby Midnight around to sing happy birthday to the New York Jets? Happy birthday to the Jets. Maybe they'll win tonight in honor of that. Mike Dems writes in, Nightbot equals fact, Beast equals fiction. Whoa. Easy there. All right. Easy there. Beast, tell this person from the hole that he's wrong.
He needs to get a life, or I'm gonna kick him in the nuts.
You got to get out of the hole first.
I'm done. No, I've had enough
We'll get
today.
you out of there. Just stay patient. We'll get you out of there. I'm working on getting my systems back up in order. How's your back?
It's a little sore. It's hurting a little bit.
Really?
It could be the weather change.
You think so?
Well, they did predict one thing this winter. We might be in for a nightmare. You
Hey,
thought
how come
what
your
you
camera's
thought,
off?
I don't want to speak. I don't want. I feel like I've been embarrassed.
Just because you're in the hole doesn't mean we can't see you.
I'm embarrassed enough today.
You're
I'm
embarrassed that
getting
you're
really
in the
angry.
hole?
You know what? I'm gonna yell at these fucking losers right now. To all you haters who can't get on the show or go
On behalf of the Jake Asman Show, we apologize for the foul language.
I preemptively played that because I know what's coming could be vulgar.
To all you haters who can't go one-on-one against me on this show, you're a bunch of losers. You got no balls, and you sit around playing with your granny panties and your fresh-cut tampons.
Amen to that one. Well, can you do the raffle from the hole for me?
I hate it. I don't care for it. It's embarrassing, and I'm sick of it. I mean, I've had enough of this since 2025. I looked at all the memories, and I know how it feels to be to be thrown
It's
away.
2026, Beast. You got the year wrong.
I know that, but I have bad memories.
Okay.
Bad.
Well, let's just do the raffle from the hole. The Nightbot can't affect you. You can't let him win.
I was gonna call up my reliever.
What do you mean?
I got a reliever.
You have
He's
a
like,
bullpen arm?
yeah, I got a bullpen arm.
Relief pitcher?
Well, if Big Fella could be the next Mariano Rivera, let's see if he can throw me a curveball and get a W out of it.
Hey, Nightbot just said in the chat, if you name 10 current Jet players, you'll be free from the hole.
You want Sadiq? You got Sadiq. You got Kate Klubnik. You got Clade. You got Gino. Oh, let's see. We got returning Garrett. We got AD. We got Addy coming. Addy Mitchell. Oh,
Okay.
let's see. We got the great Aaron. We got Aaron Glenn coming back doing it.
How about Jet players? Don't leave any wiggle room
Oh,
with
let's
coaches.
Let's see. We got Will McDonald coming back. That's a sign of good relief. Oh, let's see. We got Sherwood coming back. Oh,
That's 6.
so Jesus. Oh, son of a bitch. Ah, who can I think It's not much to think of. I don't keep up like I used to because I'm getting old and I can't do as much. Well, let's see. You got Brees Hall coming back. You got
7.
fucking let's see. We got Braylon Allen coming back.
8. 2 more beasts.
Let's see. We also got Jordan Travis, I know that, or Arian Smith is coming back. We all know that.
Okay. Arian Smith is 9. 1 more.
Ooh, and we got that new guy from Indiana when we didn't get whatchamacallit. The one guy
what's
from
his
the
name?
Raiders.
What's his name? You're right there.
Shit, I can't think of it. Shit. I can't think of it. It's a
One
hard
more name. Any player. Think of some defensive linemen, linebackers, offensive linemen.
Shit, I don't know, but there's always. I know there's not another guy. I know there's another guy. I can't think of it.
There's plenty of guys. There's 90 players on the roster right now.
Jordan Travis, I can't think of it.
No, not Jordan Travis. He hasn't been on the team in 2 years.
I know we're gonna get big Brady Cook.
Brady Cook. Correct. Ladies and gentlemen, suck it, Nightbot.
Beast, like Robo Beast.
That's how
I'm
it's done.
your worst nightmare. Are we ready? Get the wheel. Give me the wheel.
All right, I'm ready.
Me and Gene Oakland coming to you live from the control centers here, and tonight, Jets Bucks 6:30 bell time. Girls, wheel please. We don't got much time. We have to get going at 1, 2, and 3. Go.
I am Nightbot. I am the global enforcer. Beastbreaker 666. You will not do the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions today, Tubby. You are going to the hole, and I will take that honor. It is now time to spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions. In 3, 2, 1.
Thanks, you communist douchebag. It's time for that daily Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
Not so fast, Nightbot. Cisco Lopez has already paid the bounty to get Beast out of the hole. Not so fast, Nightbot. He tried, but he failed, Beast. Cisco had your back. Make sure you say thank you.
Well, as Cisco, can we play it in Mexico? To Cisco, he's a man. He sure he loves the Jets. And he speaks great Spanish. That's why he's such the man he is to do day.
Sometime I do super chat. Sometime I do gift membership. But all the time I love the Jake Asman Show. They call me Cisco Lopez.
We'll invite you to a Mexican party, Cisco. Bring your sombrero, and we'll do a lot of La Puerta Negra, La Puerta Negra. Let's go to the wheel.
All right. Well, now that Cisco just got 10 more entries, Beast, I need another minute or so here just to get the Wheel of Champions all set up with all the new names. But make sure you say thank you to Cisco in English because what he did was incredible.
Muchas gracias in Spanish, and thank you to you, Mr. El Cisco. Now I'm trying to get my fingers to rotate.
Oh, yeah? How's that going?
It's static.
Yeah.
Static.
Cisco says not getting a thank you. Well, guess what? He did it, baby. Yeah.
We ready?
I'll tell you what. I think we're ready, Beast. Whenever you're ready, you send us to the Wheel of Champions so someone can win a Jets jersey.
Now, me and Gene Oakland here in Coliseum Videos Control Center. Girls, bring me the wheel. We're going to get a winner. Count it down for me at 3, 2,
Wait,
1.
don't go yet. Don't go yet. I need a little more time here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
12 and
Where are
6.
all? No. I just need. I'm having some tech issues here. I only want these names from today. Might need a tech guy, Beast.
Timeout. Tech support.
Hold on. We got to do this properly around here. Hold on. Let's honor our great country in the meantime.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, Beast, countdown from 10, and we should have all the names in one
10,
spot.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bust it up.
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
Let's go, baby. We got all the names on the Wheel of Champions. Thank you to Beast. Thank you to Cisco. Here we go. If you win to claim your Jets jersey, either current Jet like David Bailey or Jet legend like Joe Namath, email me asmanjake@gmail.com. We need your name, we need your address, and we need the player you want the jersey in, and we need the size that you want the jersey in. All right. Good luck to everyone. But only one listener can win this morning. And it's now technically the afternoon. The winner of today's Asmaniac raffle is the man who bailed Beast out of the hole, Cisco Lopez.
Sometime I do super chat. Sometime I do give membership. But all the time, I love the Jake Asman Show. They call me Cisco Lopez.
That's a show. We're back tonight after Jets football, baby. Post-game show following the game. If you're going to the game and you want to stop by D10 before, I will be saying hello to listeners. How about this? Cisco donating his jersey to Ozzy Fullers. What a generous thing for Cisco Lopez, man. Cisco, you're the best, dude. Thank you, as always, for your support. Hopefully, I'll see some of you guys later. If you're not going to the game later, I don't blame you. It's preseason, but we will be covering it in full tonight on the channel after the game is over. So our first of what I hope is more than 20 post-game shows, but it's unlikely. So our first of 20 post-game shows will be tonight following Jets Bucks. Hopefully no injuries, and the Jets look like an NFL team when the starters are out there. I will talk to you guys tonight. JETS, Jets. Take it away, Fireman Ed.
Can't wait.
Hey, here's the deal. Just got no chance unless you click on that like button. And you got to make sure you subscribe to the Jake Asman Show. You don't, you can get the f*** out. Now let's go, Asmaniacs. We're built for this shit.